What's up, YouTube? So, real fast, I wanted to go over my simple strategy. I did make $600 today on my 100K take profit evaluation. So, right now I'm up 3,800, and I wanted to go over my I don't have a face cam right now because I'm literally in a car recording this video. But let's get right on to it. So if you didn't know, on the left side of my screen, I mark out support and resistance and liquidity. And then on the right side, I mark down supply and demand and also liquidity. On the left side, I like to take entries on the 1-minute chart, but I do mark out my zones on the 5-minute or higher time frames. Kind of depends. But yeah. So literally last night I marked out my zones, and this zone turned out to be very important because I took 2 trades that had to do a lot with the zone, right? And also this one. But anyways, I wanted to talk about support and resistance really fast. If you didn't know, support and resistance are very important because resistance can always turn into support, right? So I drew out this. Imagine, this is price action, and you can draw out a zone right here. It's resistance, and then it turned into support. So I kind of think that way when it comes to my trading. And then also for my supply and demand, I kind of just mark out huge movements. And then I also put the 50% dash line. But for the first trade I took this morning, it was around, I think it was like 9:40. Yeah, 9:40, 9:50, around that time. There was a strong market open, and it failed to kind of push above this zone right here. Even though it closed above it, you can see like the momentum right here did not, it didn't go through. And then right here, I was going to go in a sell, but then this candle right here, I didn't like that movement. So didn't get in a sell yet. But right here, I also noticed that we were in a supply zone, right? So I was thinking sell, sell, sell. Even though we had a strong open right here, I was still aware of this zone right here, this 15-minute supply zone. So I kept that in mind. This probably wasn't my exact entry, it's just an idea of it. But once this closed above here, below this zone right here, let's zoom out so you can see it actually. Yeah, okay. So this is where I marked it out. It's resistance. We broke through it, but we didn't follow through with the break. So that's probably why I was looking into a sell. So yeah, we broke through the resistance, kind of turned into support, but didn't have that follow through. So that's why I wasn't thinking long at the time. I kind of knew it was fake. I saw these two, what is it, doji candles, I think it's called. I forgot what they're called. These candles have so many names, but they're weak candles, right? They're not strong green candles. So that was a good sign for sales. So right here, I saw a strong close, and then I saw that movement to the downside. So I got in a sell. My stop loss was 50 ticks. And take profit was 100 ticks. Or down to the zone, probably. Yeah, I think that was it. And then I think I made like $400 on this. and then I had to go to class. If you don't know, I'm in college right now, and I take a class in the morning in person. So yeah, I trade like 10 minutes before class, and then I head on. But yeah, and then in the afternoon, I thought price action was looking good still. So I was waiting for a trade when I got home. I saw this rejection. Actually, let me zoom out for you guys. It's this what is it? Resistance area right here. So I knew that it had the chance of turning into support, and this right here proved it to me. So I was just waiting for that pullback. I waited for it, and then I got an entry. Once I saw a weak candle and I saw that movement up outside of the zone, I got into a buy. Let's see how that looks on this chart. Yeah, right here, I also took a buy because it rejected that 50% zone on the 30-minute supply. Even though it's supply, I don't think of it as, oh, if it's supply, it has to go down. No, I think of it as an important area where buyers or sellers are. So a lot of movement is going to come up from that. And then I put the 50% line. Oof, I said that weird. The 50% line. It's like a dash. It's in the settings of the rectangle. I put it on there, and then it automatically has a 50% line. And it's kind of like a psychological level. I don't know. I learned it from Danny Trades. That's where I got the supply and demand 50% thing from. But yeah, I also saw that rejection. That was another good thing to get into a buy. Another good confluence. But yeah, this was a really good trade. Look at that risk to reward ratio. Um, I think the hardest part about this trade was holding it. Uh, Originally I was going towards that 2066 area. Somehow it didn't get hit. I think I didn't have my take profit on there because I had it up here just in case it like break through like crazy, but obviously it didn't. So once it touched that zone and I saw that rejection, I closed it right there for 133 ticks, and then I was up around 1600 on the day. And I'll put a clip of it somewhere on this video. I'll put a clip of it. Um it was a long trade though. 23 minutes. I'm normally in a trade for like what, 5 minutes? But the market moves slow in the afternoon, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, some tips I want to give you guys is, especially for new traders, is to stop closing your trades early. Because so many times, and I know I'm not the only one, like so many times I get out of a trade and I'm like, damn, like if I held this trade, da da da. And it's just a bad habit to have, to close out your trades early because you see a little spike down. I just ask yourself, how many times have you closed out a trade early and it worked in your favor? And yeah, just learn to hold your trades more, even if you're in drawdown. Even if you take the L, it's still a good trade because you held it. You got 1% better by holding the trade. So just learn to hold your trades and, not take 40 trades a day, because you see a little wick down. No, just have your take profit, have an idea. Okay, I'm going to buy right here, stop loss here, sell right here, Don't say, oh, I see a bad candle, I'm closing it. No, just leave it alone. Put your trade down and literally walk away. Do whatever you have to do in order for you not to close your trade early. Okay? That's one tip. That's a very important tip, and I would write that down if you're not doing it. Another tip I want to give you guys is don't overcomplicate. Ooh, I can't even say the word. Don't overcomplicate trading. If you're not understanding your strategy, or if you're trying to find a strategy, just stick to something simple. Don't try to learn something like ICT or something that's really complicated. If you don't understand it right off the bat, don't force it, you know? The more simple it is, the more you understand price action and your strategy, the easier trading is going to get. The more trust you have in your strategy, the easier trading is going to be. Okay? So that's my last piece of advice. Again, if you have questions, let me know.